Hi, this is Connie Carlson, and what I'm finding is there's a lot of anxiety right now regarding the coronavirus pandemic. And the health situation is going to have to be addressed quickly, and still many people are concerned about the impact this is going to have on our economy as well. Amidst all this anxiety, anyone with a megaphone, from mainstream media to the lone blogger, has figured out that bad news sells. Unfortunately, we're going to continue to see a rash of quite literally horrifying headlines over the next few months. So let's make sure we aren't paralyzed by the headlines before we get the full story. Stay tuned for today's edition of Coffee with Connie. Finding reliable resources with information on the economic impact of the virus is more difficult than ever. For this reason, it's important to shed some light on the situation. There are already alarmist headlines starting to appear, and here are just two examples that are surfacing this week alone. It sounds like Armageddon. Though the headline is true, it doesn't reflect the full essence of the Goldman Sachs forecast. The projection is actually that we'll have a tough first half of the year, but the economy is going to bounce back nicely in the second half. GDP will be up expected 12% in the third quarter and another 10% in the fourth. And this aligns with research from John Burns Consulting involving the pandemic. They concluded, historical analysis shows us that pandemics are usually V-shaped, sharp recessions that recover quickly enough to provide little damage to home prices. And some very cutting-edge search engine analysis by our information management team showed that the current slowdown is playing out similarly thus far. The economy will suffer for the next few months, but then it is expected to recover. And that's certainly not Armageddon. This statement was made by James Bullard, president of the Federal Reserve Bank of St. Louis. What James Bullard actually said was it could reach 30%. But let's look at what else he said in the same Bloomberg News interview. He said, "This is a planned, organized, and partial shutdown of the U.S. economy in the second quarter. The overall goal is to keep everyone, households, and businesses whole with government support." According to Bloomberg, he also went on to say, "I would see the third quarter as a transitional quarter, with the fourth quarter and the first quarter of next year as quite robust, as Americans make up for lost spending. These quarters might be boom quarters," he said. Again, Bullard agrees we will have a tough first half and will expect it to rebound quickly. So bottom line, there's a lot of information out there. And if you want the best advice on what's happening right here, right now in Cobb County and current housing market, please give us a call. We'd be happy to share what we've got. And one last thing, when it does come to your health or health issues, you should rely on the information from the Centers for Disease Control and Prevention and the World Health Organization for the most reliable information. Thanks for watching today's edition of Coffee with Connie.